receiver, number 10, Silas Franklin. At wide receiver, number 11, Austin Oso. At wide receiver, number 13, Cody Gifford. At quarterback, number 15, Kyle Robinson. At wide receiver, number 20, Richard Romo. At running back, number 29, Carson Ament. Offensive line, number 62, Doug Thompson. Offensive line, number 68, Bradley McGannon. Offensive line, number 76, Dylan Jemtegard. Offensive line, number 77, Jacob Diamond. And offensive line, number 78, Hunter Mole. And now the starting defense for the Cougars. Defensive back, number 2, Nigel Hardy. Defensive back, number 4, Aiden Cooper. At linebacker, number 18, Hayden Wallace. At linebacker, number 25, Jared Gamboa. Defensive back, number 32, Alex Mirador. Defensive back, number 33, Ethan Dodson. Linebacker, number 44, Nathan Fletto. Linebacker, number 48, Colton Van Dyke. Defensive line, number 52, Ty Kaleo-Zeman. Defensive line, number 55, McKay Seya. And defensive line, number 75, Donovan Ralston. And now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and join the award-winning Cougar Band in our national anthem. Officiating tonight's judge, Michael McCord, and back judge, Steve Lingenfelter.
Welcome to high school football. It's 2018 and we are at Silverdale Stadium as West Sound TV presents the high school game of the week. And very thankful to the kitsapsun.com to make it possible to stream this game live. And it's going to be a good one as the Central Kitsap Cougars open up their league play against the South Sound Conference rivals, the Yelm Tornadoes. CK in the dark and orange, Yelm in the red and white. I'm joined by Casey Pre-Gardner on the camera and the computer. Kitty Campagna on that other microphone. And Kitty, this is going to be a good one. This is the team that put CK out of playoffs last year.
Well, they did play them on October 27th, so much later in the season last year, and lost 35-28. And so they are well matched. We have CK coming in with a younger squad. There are a lot of three-year starters on this Yelm team, and they are looking to just get better and better. They are 1-1, beat Skyview in their first game, and barely lost to the Tumwater powerhouse.
Well, and the Cougs 2-0.
Yeah.
Starting out in that first game of the week that we had, the Battle of Buckland Hill as they beat Olympic.
Well, and receiving that punt, or the kickoff, was number 13, Cody Gifford, a senior for the Tornadoes. Doc, I had the best email from Brian Irion. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but he is the offensive coordinator for Yelm with all kinds of info about these Tornadoes, and I really appreciate him sharing that with us so we can share that with our audience.
Well, again, a big matchup, the first league game in the South Sound Conference 3A schools. And Central Kitsap missed the playoffs by one game last year, and some would point to the game they played in Yelm and some issues, possibly.
Well, and Central Kitsap actually points to the Gig Harbor game, though, where they got routed, which was kind of sad, and I think it was a little bit of a turning point in their season.
Second down, about 3.5, 4 to go for the Tornadoes, and they're going to pick up a first down in the ground game.
That's Carson Ament. He's a junior replacing an all South Sound Conference player from last year and doing a very nice job.
First down, the Tornadoes move the ball out to their own 45, just underway, and we hope we got a bunch of people from the southeast area, Yelm, watching this game tonight.
Here goes Ament again.
Ooh, look out. Another quick first down that time for the Tornadoes.
Their starting quarterback, senior Kyle Robinson, having a really good year already with over 400 yards passing, I believe it is. And in the first game, they won 45-41. Your basic shootout where they really liked the way they had a balance between running and passing or passing to running backs.
Well, into CK territory and a completed pass down to about the 37-yard line.
That's Gifford again, the gentleman who received the kickoff. Boy, there's some big boys out there. Look at number 62. It claims he's 5 foot. That's not correct. I think a few times that came out wrong. 6 foot, 360 pounds. And he's not given a position because I think he is the line. Oh, nice.
Nice defense that time. First big break for CK with a great defensive effort by Robinson.
That's actually Robinson who was taken down.
Oh, okay.
Ty Kaleo Zeman, the sophomore, as we said, some youth here for Central Kitsap, and probably not quite the size we're seeing with the Yelm guys, but their CK hopes to counteract with their speed.
That'll drop them back a couple yards, 3rd and 12 now for the Tornadoes. Back on the 45. And that one was intended for Gifford.
There was a tornado or two pointing, going, hey, I think he touched me, but seemed to be a pretty good call that time.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, about 12 for a first, and the Tornadoes on the Central Kitsap 45-yard line. So they're going for it, Kitty. I guess you got to.
Well, they don't
If you
have
don't have
to.
that big leg, that really
Yeah, that'd be a
big
heck
leg.
of a...
Oh, it's a quick kick by the QB. Oh, keep going, keep going. Oh, it stops, it dies at about the 6-yard line of Central Kitsap. That is the quick kick at its best.
Remember when Johnny Elway used to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, that can be a very effective weapon in high school football. It's a great weapon because a lot of times you do go for it on 4th down.
Well, especially at that spot in the field. You're
Right.
not down at the 20, 15-yard line.
Exactly.
So the old senior QB, Kyle Robinson, doing a nice job to set his D up in pretty good spot. 1st down for Central Kitsap, but they're back at their own. Well, they're going to mark it at the 9-yard line.
Handoff to their running back.
Mr. Riffalong, who got some good press from the Bremerton Sun, our buddy Jeff Graham down there somewhere doing the blog tonight.
Oh, Alex, the first game that we saw him do, he had 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. Then he just about doubled that against the next opponent with 264 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Now, flags out. Let's see. CK is pointing towards Yelm. And that's what it looks like.
I did see encroachment, but I did not see whether he was drawn off.
Or whether the ball was hiked.
It hadn't been yet.
Penalty is against the Tornadoes.
So we got now a 2nd down for CK and about 2 yards to go.
Here comes Refalong, I think.
Oh, look out. Look
Here he
out.
goes!
Oh, to the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and a tornado finally hit him at about the, let's say, 2-yard line, maybe 1-yard line. What a run by the man we just mentioned.
Alex Refalong, the senior,
Very
having
nice.
an incredible campaign, and his mom told him tonight, just have fun. Boy, when you run like that, you're going to just have some fun.
I guess. So 1st down for the Cougars, goal to go at about a yard. And pretty good D that time by Yelm. Maybe even dropped him back a half a yard on that.
Looked as if they're trying to reward him with that final carry to get it in, but see if they mix it up a little bit now.
2nd down, and the ball looks like it's about just inside the 2-yard line. Oh, look out. Untouched. Eliza McGee into the end zone for the CK score at the 8:15 mark, and number 1, 6 on the board for the Cougs.
Nice job by Elijah on that. Good fake, and as you said, the way you love to go into the end zone, untouched.
Yes, sir. That was a nice play there, drawn up by offensive coordinator and head coach, probably Mark Keel. 19 years. I can't believe that. He still looks really young.
Excellent job by the holder getting that down and then getting it put through.
So the Cougars on top here in quarter number 1, 7-0 over the Yelm Tornadoes. 8 minutes and 15 seconds here in the 1st quarter.
You know, Doc, these numbers that we had seen for Refalong, you just keep going, can he keep it up? Can he do it? And again, I should talk to Alex, but I keep talking to his mom, and she is saying that is so appreciative of his offensive line.
Well, I was
the
gonna
holes that they are
say.
making, and of course it's his acceleration after that and what he can do getting through that hole.
Those
but you gotta
gentlemen
have
up
it.
front
Yeah.
help out quite a bit.
Well, and as a runner, if you appreciate your guys there, they are going to work for you all the time. So
Yeah.
that's nice to see.
In the pros, you buy them a big old steak dinner.
Or a Rolex. I'm
After
pretty
a
sure
win.
Repalong will be buying Rolexes, don't you think?
And his mom will say, "Why did you say that?"
Never mind. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, it's not going to happen.
Not
Sorry,
this year.
guys, but you're looking good.
They are.
All right, so CK on the board first here at Silverdale Stadium. This game played on the 14th of September. A nice football night out.
Yeah, it was about 65 when I got here, and I thought it was going to spit a little bit more, and it's been quite nice so far.
And CK with the kickoff down to about the 12-yard line, picked up by Yelm there. Oh, a missed tackle, but pretty much drove him out of bounds eventually. That would be Cody Gifford once again handling the ball. And they're going to place it at the 31-yard line of the Tornadoes, which is where they will begin.
Well, the first time these Tornadoes moved it pretty well until that really nice play where they got the quarterback in the backfield. So we'll see what if the CK defense can stiffen just a bit.
Hand off, and again, some pretty, good
That's the
job
quarterback.
there. Yeah, the old QB on the keeper.
Kyle Robinson on
But,
for the Tornadoes.
Flag back at about the 40.
right down there by the sideline. But we will see. Oh, it's against Yelm, and that was a heck of a run that time by Kyle Robinson.
Well, he's done a really good job this year. He's 25 of 53 passing for 519 yards and 3 touchdowns, 20 rushes for 60 yards, 2 rushing TDs, and that would have doubled his rushing yardage, and it's gonna go back.
Yeah, and that's kind of a shame because that was a good play by the Tornadoes.
Well, the question is that may be why. I'm assuming it was a hold or illegal block. I haven't looked yet.
Yep. I didn't see it either. Oh,
A hold.
It was a hold, says our cameraman, Casey Pregardner.
He's
All right.
practicing his hand signals for us. We appreciate that. See if we can catch up on him.
First down for Yelm, and ball back to inside their 31-yard line. And they got a little discussion going on over there on the far side, Kitty.
Yeah, I didn't get our head referee yet. I'll get that card in end of the first quarter.
And now he's talking to the man in stripes on this side.
So, Doc, I think people believe the only place that they play high school football is Silverdale Stadium because that is where we've started our first 3. But it's just the way the schedule set us up. Next week we're up at North Kitsap.
NK. Oh, pretty good run there, right up through the middle of the line.
Yeah, some big guys out there. Jacob Diamond, 6'6", 290, making holes for his Tornado running back.
And the running back, number 29, Carson Ament for the Tornadoes. A pickup, we'll call it a good 6, 2 and second down and 4 to go.
Ament, one of the few non-seniors in that backfield.
Quick pass out to the side, and it's going to go for a first down.
They really like that pass out to the side and see if they can get some runs after the catch, and have been pretty successful so far.
Now, I can't call that a screen.
Because he's too far? Why would you?
Well, because there's not a whole line in front of him.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's got to be student body right and left in front of him. Okay.
Well, not student body, but at least a couple guys. he was out just in the flat. Oh, nice pass on that one. One of my favorites right there across the middle, kid. And where are they going to place it? It's going to be close. It's going to be right there. It looks like on midfield, the 50-yard line.
That's Austin Oso.
And nice job there on that one. Second down now, and about 2.5, 3 to go for the first.
He had some good spin move in the middle of that one. Always dangerous to be the receiver on that crossing pattern.
Oh, a keeper. And that's going to be worth a first down for the Tornadoes, down to about the 46.5-yard line into CK territory.
Looks like the Yelm team from that first game where they scored so many, 45, has come tonight. It said they were not happy giving up 40 points on defense, but that the defense came up big at the end of the first game.
Yeah. Doug Thompson there up in the line at 5 foot and 300.
Yeah, the 5 foot has come in a couple times, I think.
Yeah. Oh, nice completed pass down to the, well, let's say the 37. And that's just about another first down. We'll see where they place it. Now it's going to be second and 9, or 1. They made 9 on that first one. So the ball is going to be placed at the 38-yard line. And second down and a yard to go for the first. Oh, look out. The yard has been picked up by the Tornadoes.
Yeah, that and a few extra beyond that.
Wow. And they, on these running plays, the Tornadoes are just going up the middle.
When you look at that line, would you not go up the middle as well? Well, they have such a balance in their offense that it is hard to key on anything.
And again, the quarterback keeper. Oh, CK sniffed this one out, dropped him on the 30-yard line, which is just about where they started out. So let's say no gain, second down and 10.
Oh, I would agree with you on that, Doc.
That was a nice defensive effort by CK.
Yeah, it was hard to pick out just one Cougar. Colton Van Dyke was one of them.
Couple at least that stuffed that run. All right. Second down and 10 for the team from Yelm. Oh,
that is the first off-target pass that we've seen out of Robinson.
It was intended for Gifford, and man, he looked pretty open to me.
I thought so too, had he led him instead of putting it behind him. But always easier to say from here.
That was at least a first down, if not more. The big boys across the front there. George is showing me the stats on that team, and you're a bunch of big guys. Oh!
Might be intercepted. No, it is called incomplete.
On the ground, but a great effort there by CK's Aiden Cooper.
That's pretty crazy because...
Man, that was close.
Yelm believed it was intercepted. They were bringing out their defensive unit.
That was close, but that's going to bring up a fourth down for the Tornadoes. Ball is at the 29-yard line, and 4:22 left to go in number 1. At this point, you got to go for it, I guess, being you're fairly deep in the other team's territory, and you don't have that big leg.
Doubt they are going to do that quick kick again.
I doubt it on this one. Roll out, and again, oh man, once again the intended receiver, number 13, Gifford, was open, and the pass was just a little bit beyond him.
It was.
Off his fingers.
Ethan Dodson over there on defense as well. That's a nice turnover for Central Kitsap, that bend but don't break attitude.
So CK will take over. It's in their own territory, but, well, okay. I thought that was fourth.
It was.
Okay.
CK has the ball.
The men on the chains have not changed
They're getting there.
their number.
It does still say fourth down. You're right. That could be interesting, huh?
It's first down for the Cougars. Ball's a little low. A quick handoff and a couple of yards on a low hike.
Nice job by McGee of picking that up and getting it off to his running back quickly.
And the chain gang has it set up now. It's second down and about 6.5, 7 to go for the Cougars for a first down. Under 4 here in the first quarter at Silverdale Stadium. Next year, the Cougars will be playing in the Kitsap Credit Union Stadium.
Very exciting.
The Central Kitsap School Grounds.
Absolutely. You know,
is this going to become the Olympic Trojan Stadium?
It will be the Trojan Stadium. And
right.
What's funny is you look at their schedules and it goes, bus leaves for the home game at, here he goes again. He has found that middle.
Oh, man. Once again, Refalon up through the middle and into Tornado. Well,
almost tornado
to
territory.
Tornado
I like that.
The ball is right there on the midfield line. Man. Oh, man. All right. 107 so far for Mr. Reflin.
Well, when you have an 80-plus yard one,
wow.
that doesn't hurt.
All right, first down for the Cougs. It's a keeper into Tornado territory and close to another first down. They're going to place that at the 41. They needed to get about to the 40.
Nice running by McGee.
Yeah.
Being very patient. He waited till the whole...
And you know, that's the second one. The other one was a touchdown.
Yes. And when you have a weapon like Refalong and you have that second weapon...
Everybody gets worried about Alex. Second down, about a yard to go for the first. And hand off and first down territory.
That's all they needed was a couple yards, and he got more like 5. That was fun to watch as that hole developed, and he found it. Again, just a little bit of patience, and then that burst.
And it does appear that they're going to bring in number 28 for CK's offense. That would be Joshua Willis. Hand off to Willis, and he's picking up some yards up through the middle. Right over, that was just over that left side between center guard.
So again, a lot of proof that that line is making some holes for whoever's behind them. Willis listed 5'7", 135. And you go back to Refalong, he is not real big either, 5'7", 165.
Second down and 4 for the Cougs. Hand off, and let's see where they're going to place it. It's either very close to a first down or about 6 inches short.
Brought down basically from behind almost.
Well, they're going to say third down and within a yard, let's say.
CK running pretty fast offense out there.
Yes, they are. Now, it is the third week of the season. I think that should be worth a first down for the Central Kitsap Cougars, down to the 25-yard line.
Tornadoes totally prepared for if McGee kept it, and they made the choice not to, which looks like the right one.
We got 1:01 to go here in this first quarter. And first down from the 25-yard line.
Ouch.
Oh, there was a hit in the stop by the Tornadoes' number 49, and that would be David Barlow.
That was a convincing hit.
Actually, a loss of about a yard on that one. So 2nd down and 11. I wonder if they're going quicker because they're the home team this time and the coaches are closer on this side of the field.
That could be part of it.
Sure, it has very little to do with it. 3rd week of the season, they should know the plays. Oh, look at McGee.
Oh, he got something out of nothing, I'll tell you that.
He sure did on that one. And they're going to get him about back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. And, well, that's going to do it, Kitty. The end of 1 quarter here at Silverdale Stadium. And the Central Kitsap Cougars lead the Yelm Tornadoes 7-0. And for those of you watching us on BKAT and videotape replay, welcome back to the 2nd quarter. For those of you watching it live tonight, Friday night, September 14th from Silverdale Stadium, the Central Kitsap Cougars lead the Yelm Tornadoes. We are West Sound TV, Casey Pregartner's on the camera and the computer, Kitty Campagna on that other mic, and I'm the Dr. Doc Parr for West Sound TV. Yeah. The kitsapsun.com/GOTW. Streaming it live. And we haven't heard from our viewer at home.
Yes, we have.
Oh, and is she
said,
happy?
We're beautiful, and I would have to agree, we are beautiful. We also have Brian checking for us.
Oh,
there it is.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not even sure who threw that.
Another 6 points on the board for the Central Kitsap Cougars.
That was McGee with the pass.
Yep. And I'm trying to see the number there. I believe that is...
He said Almonte.
Okay. 88.
There,
Jason Almonte, wide receiver, a sophomore. Nice job, though, by Elijah. That was a nice pass. Just underway in quarter number 2, the Cougars put some more points on the board. Make it 7, 14-0 over the Yelm Tornadoes.
Well, and their kicker is a sophomore as well, so that's something to add up for what's coming on.
I was going to say, they got some young guys out there playing pretty good. So the Central Kitsap Cougars under head coach Mark Keough lead the Yelm Tornadoes first round of the South Sound Conference League play. And I don't know, now last year Central Kitsap lost making it into playoffs by 1 game. And so I think their decision is, well, let's not lose any games.
There
then
you
we don't
are.
have to worry.
They are busy just trying to make that work.
Well, it's good to see our buddy Paul Stenson here. PA man for the Cougs. Bill Baxter was up here for a while.
Well, we were up with the Central Kitsap people before, but they were the visiting team against the Olympics, so we didn't get the golden tones of Paul Stenson.
That's right. We didn't get the full complement of the CK Cougars. Okay, so the Cougars up 14-0 over the Tornadoes here at the beginning of number 2, and they will boot it away. Oh, pretty nice kick down to about the 12, 13-yard line. Tornadoes do a good job, though, bringing it out to about the 33. That's going to be a good 20 yards on the return.
Their senior Cody Gifford doing a really nice job as a return man so far tonight.
And it was Cannon on the kickoff for the Cougs.
Isn't that a great name for a kicker?
Oh, yeah. Needs that big leg.
Yeah.
And Cannon actually is only a sophomore.
Just a sophomore.
Got some time to work that out. Turn out for soccer, maybe.
Or just go to Australia and learn how.
Oh, yeah, Australian rules football. That'll teach you a lot of stuff where, you know, take a hit. Come on, guy. Get up there, eh? Okay, so here we are back at Silverdale Stadium. And the Yelm Tornadoes get stopped on number 1 at basic line of scrimmage, which is about the 32. And we'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Quick pass out to the flat.
On top of him.
Very nice D by the Cougs on that one. Who was the first guy in there? 44 was in there, and
I saw 13, Christian Vicente.
I was going to say, I think 13 was the first guy in there. Nice job by the Cougars.
That pass out to the side takes a little time to develop, and it was sniffed out by the Cougars.
And there was no screen in front of them to block.
That's correct. So that's just not going to work for them.
Pass to the flat.
There you are.
All right, 3rd down and about 11. A rollout and open receiver. Let's see, did he get it inbounds? Yes, he did. They're moving the ball out to the 43.5-yard line. 1st down for the Yelm Tornadoes.
Pass complete to Austin Osa.
That was pretty close.
That was a good rollout, and I think you're right about pretty close on that. It might have also been fairly close on whether he had passed the line of scrimmage when he released.
Our man in stripes is right there.
They are.
Oh, the quarterback keeper.
He is one big guy.
That worked for the Tornadoes on that one. Kyle Robinson, 5'10", 190. He's a senior, and besides QB, he plays a defensive back, which a lot of high school QBs do.
1st down for the Tornadoes.
But another 1st down for Yelm, and they move into CK territory down to the 46-yard line. Kind of interesting setup back there. It's not quite the eye. Oh, and a completed pass. Oh, the tight rope. But they're going to place it down at the 32, 31-yard line of the Cougars. 1st down again for Yelm.
That was a very pretty pass.
It was. Kyle Robinson put that one right in there.
They say he puts a ton of time in the film room throughout the week preparing for his Friday nights, and he is everything you want in a high school quarterback as far as an overall team leader. Ament with it.
Hand up, and pretty good, pretty good run. He'll pick up about 4.5 on that one, 4. CK, though, doing a pretty decent job stopping that one. And again, all the running pretty much has been right up the middle today. There are not many end arounds here in this first half.
No, they haven't tested pursuit on that yet.
Oh, got a couple receivers way out to that far side for the Tornadoes. Only one man in the backfield. Robinson, almost picked off, but caught and into the end zone for the Yelm Tornadoes, number 11, Austin Osso. Osso, he made it in.
There you are.
The Tornadoes on the board. It's the 9:21 mark here in number 2. They put 6 up there, and they will go for the PAT on this one.
The defense was almost awesome. That was one of those where
It was also awesome?
Not also awesome. The other on the defense, he almost intercepted that, but
it was very close.
It was picked by also. That will be blocked.
A high hike, and CK coming out of there with a stop on the PAT, and I believe with the way he's celebrating, it was Nigel Hardy, the DB for the Cougars, and that 6 could make a big difference, Kitty, as we go on. 14 for the Cougars, 6 for the Tornadoes, with a lot of time left to go.
Nigel noticed that the snap was mishandled or was extremely high, and
it
just
high,
came flying in, because you can't always afford to do that, but that was a great job.
So at the 9:21 mark and number 2, the Tornadoes put points on the board, but it's only 6, and the Cougs still up 14-6, 8-point lead here in the second quarter.
Well, these guys, the final score was 35-28 in Yelm last year, and this just looks like, I don't know if it's going to be a carbon copy, and maybe with the opposite result, but
I was going to say, I think the Cougar fans would like that flipped.
They would like it flipped, yes. They can be a reality TV show. Let's do some flipping.
And you know, right from that very first game, when we saw CK play Olympic in the Battle of Buckland Hill, CK looked solid. And I give him the credit for having patience out there in that first round. And it's still a pretty solid looking team.
Whoa, that was a dangerous move letting that bounce. It did go out of bounds, so they will get it up much farther. But had that stayed in bounds, that was a live ball.
And it actually went out in the 18.
Right,
but because it went out of bounds on the kickoff, they'll get the extra yardage.
Correct. Believe they should start at the 35.
And that looks like where they're putting that first down marker. CK's 35-yard line, 1st and 10 here, and quarter number 2. We got the whole crew back there for CK. McGee puts the man in motion across the front. He's got 2 backs there with him. Look like almost the old T.
Who has the ball? A nice fake, actually, by McGee, as if he had it. And I would not be surprised if they actually try that one time, as wide open as that looked.
That's going to pick up about 5 yards for CK, 2nd and 5. Move it out to the 40 for the Cougs. And again, that man in motion in front of the QB. Oh, it's the keeper, Kitty, just like you said, but Yelm figured it out too. And number 23 for the Tornadoes, Derek Platt, put McGee down with some emphasis.
Derek Platt already had 35 tackles on the season in 2 games. So this man is the heart and soul of their defense. I think that was just a little bit too quick to call that. When you saw that it might work, but I would have waited a few more plays down the road.
I might have too, yes. And so 3rd down now for the Cougs, and back to the 3rd and 10. Ball is on the ground. And let's see, Yelm is applauding. No, the Cougs get it back, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 10 yards to go for the first in their own territory. Time for a kick.
We've not had a punt by CK yet tonight.
And it will be number 14, Mr. Cannon. Tyler Cannon. Yelm back on their own 35 to receive it. And they're going to let it go.
That almost hit one of the Tornadoes.
It came very close to number 7 out there, Robert Sorensen, who hopped out of the way quickly.
So that's a change we've seen from the first game, where Alex Refalong was doing some of the punting. Now the sophomore Cannon taking on those duties.
He's had a couple of pretty decent punts here to start out. All right, first down for the Tornadoes. Ball on the 37-yard line of Yelm.
There goes Robinson.
The keeper once again. Run option probably. And pretty good D by CK out there on the sideline. Give him a
Kyle Robinson.
yard.
Carry for the Tornadoes. Flex Rodenhurst and
That was great pursuit by Central Kitsap because it looked like he might be picking up a lane. You were talking about how they haven't run outside too often. That may be why.
Yep. All right, second down now for the Tornadoes. Moved it out to about their 37-yard line.
Man in motion.
Uh-oh, wide open. And in between, there were two Yelm Tornadoes, 10 and 13. 10 is Silas Franklin, 13 Gifford. And unfortunately, the pass was in between the two of them, and they were both wide open.
They were what we would call wide open, absolutely.
Wow.
It was an interesting defense because it was almost a stunted blitz there, and the guy stopped, and I think the defense in the secondary stopped at the same time.
Third down now for the Tornadoes, and 8. This time a short pass across the middle, and it is complete. And that will be a first down. That one was to Austin Asso.
Also with the touchdown for this evening, too.
Oso.
What a great run of that pattern. He went directly past the first down line, turned towards his quarterback. The only person he's going to hit with the ball is that receiver, and he is right where he needs for that first down.
Man, that moves Yelm out to their own 48-yard line. Again, a straight drop back, long pass downfield, and this time, oh my goodness.
That is also.
Oh man, reception, and down at about the Central Kitsap 2-yard, 3-yard line. Wow. And there were two CK defenders on that one.
It was a perfect pass again.
It was a very
that time
good
it went
pass.
far enough, and he bobbled it for a second, but got control. And I'm hearing Oso from Paul, so I'm going to go with Oso.
Okay. All right, so we've got a first down goal to go for the Tornadoes down on about the 2-yard line, and I think that's going to be 6 for Yelm.
across for a Tornado touchdown.
That's a man.
Oh boy. So that makes it 12-14. Do you go for the 2 now, Kitty? There's a long time left to go.
It depends upon what you're. Most people tell you no. There's way too much left in the game.
Okay.
And we'll find out whether that's what the coach thinks.
But their last PAT was blocked.
It was a
the
bad.
Cougars.
It was a bad snap.
Okay.
So we don't.
Will see.
They-
They got to have a timeout to talk about it.
There you are. They heard you discussing, Doc. They're on the live stream. They're going, hey, Doc says.
I guess so.
Maybe you ought to go for 2. Let's go against conventional wisdom and get it now while we can.
All right, well, speaking of that live stream, let's thank the Kitsap Sun once again for providing what I consider to be a great community service, which is live streaming of a Friday night football game. And like you said, we started out the first few here at Silverdale Stadium, but we will be up at North Kitsap next week, and the week after, our buddies down in South Kitsap.
That's correct.
We'll take it over, and we got a good season coming up, actually. There's some good games, and at stadiums we enjoy being in, like Silverdale and North.
And, I think we're going to like that new Central Kitsap one next year.
Oh, I think so. Paul and I were
pretty
talking
excited
about
about
that before the game. He thinks he hasn't been inside, but he thinks it's bigger than this, and the coaches are actually walled off.
You mean
believe that
those
or
plastic curtains aren't perfect soundproof?
Okay, they're going for 2, Kitty. going to the air. And knocked down. So now they are behind Central Kitsap by 2 points.
Well, they obviously
yellow
had a play.
hanky. And it's at the 5-yard line.
Penalty flag on the play.
And the big guy is down. One of the big guys for Yelm. But let's see what this flag is.
Our gentleman in stripes, our referee is John Lambert.
Hold against Yelm.
Oh, okay.
And so, 2-point deficit here for the Tornado, but they've got one of their big guys. Yeah, he's up now. Number 78, and that would be Hunter Mole at 5'9", 240. Walking
good to see him
on his own.
Yeah,
that is
going
good
off
to
on
see.
his own.
Yep. I mean, you got that kind of body weight and all the rest of the body weight around. Potential for injury. It does occur.
That is very true. So our guys out there in the stripes are referee John Lambert, umpire Mark Bartow, head linesman Mike Henson, the line judge Michael McCord, back judge Steve Lingenfelter, the gentleman who called the incomplete pass down at that end and made sure we knew it touched ground.
All right, 6 minutes left to go in this first half. 2 touchdowns scored by each team, but the Central Kitsap Cougars lead the Yelm Tornadoes 14-12 on the basis of 2 missed point-after attempts.
That is correct, and those 2 touchdowns are only 3 minutes apart for Yelm, so they are finding their offense, and CK is going to have to see what they can do to use up a little bit of time and see if they can bring another score.
All right, Yelm breaks their huddle. Cody Fry, the kicker out there for Yelm.
Cody's another one of the seniors on this Tornado squad.
Oh, pretty good punt. Picked up at about the 20-yard line by the Cougs and dropped. That was number 30 with the run back, Alex Ruffalong, but he's going to pick up maybe 5. That was pretty good coverage by
Benjamin
the kicking
Hoffman,
team.
number 4, who came down with the tackle.
So the Cougs are going to start out on their own 25-yard line. Elijah McGee, QB in. 2 men in the backfield with him. And it's a handoff to one of the running backs. Oh, man, that Tornado defense is getting tough. That was run by Christian Blue. Christian Blue
on the carry for Cougars.
So one of the things that this Tornado group has, several of the guys are also wrestlers. Number 23 was a state champion wrestler. And then a couple others, and then others are definitely doing track.
A little nice run up the middle once again by the Cougs. That would be number 30, Alex Ruffalo. And he'll pick up another 5 or so on that, bring up 3rd down and about a yard to go for a first down for the Cougs.
Not
Let's
quite
see
as
where
much
they're
of a
gonna
hole.
place
Yeah,
that.
where's your forward progress is what we have to see.
The man in stripes is
A good placement.
right there on the 35, which they say was enough to get that 10 yards and a first down for the Cougs. Under 5 to go here in the first half. That's a pretty tight set of running backs back there with McGee. And again, a handoff over to this near side, but man number 4, Benjamin Hoffman, right in there on that one. Ruffalong did not get hardly anything. In fact, they'll say it was the line of scrimmage. Back to the 35.
He was waiting for his block on that and wasn't able to duck in when he wanted to.
Well, bring up second down now. 10 full minute mark here in number 2. Good ball game, Kitty. Man in motion. And again, oh boy. Yeah, man, that'll pick up a yard or so on that one, but not a whole lot. I like the fake by McGee there. Do you see that?
Well, I love how he completed that fake.
Yeah.
That is what's going to open that up later. But
hopefully.
And that's where probably not what you want to run the very next play, but we'll see.
We'll give him a yard on that. Third down, about 7 now. CK. One man back there with Elijah. Drop back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Boy, they really took their time blowing a whistle on that.
Well,
his forward progress was stopped, absolutely. And I'm not blaming any of the Tornado guys. You keep going until you hear that whistle.
Exactly. Derek Platt and Braden Hill in on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 15 now. So the Cougs will have to kick it away with about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the half. And we have seen that Yelm can score quickly.
Oh, that's got a good distance on it.
Down to the 35-yard line and a flag down there.
It just might be 2 guys blocked the CK player. We'll have to see what they're calling.
I saw no fair catch.
There was a fair catch,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's against Yelm.
That was a holding.
Holding call. And that's going to move from the point of the foul. 10 yards back for Yelm with 2:30 left to go in this first half. Down, Yelm, down by 2 to the Cougs.
Just think it'd only be 1 if they hadn't listened to you, Doc.
No safeties. No safeties.
Not yet.
All righty here. And they've got the slide rule out. I figured out where to move the ball back to.
That maybe, you think that's where that originated?
No,
I do.
slide
I
rule?
do.
Well,
and
of course
you do,
and I do, but we're old people.
I don't think anyone else has a clue.
I'm sure Casey does, because he's a smart guy.
he can Google it like anybody.
Or use your phone to do the calcs.
Oh, they had him.
Man, they did. They had him in the backfield, Kitty, and just went by him. And getting up off the ground back there. Number 55 for the Cougs. Would be Mackay Sept. Not junior, but Mackay.
Well, and that was just enough to slow him down, because otherwise it looked like he was going to have quite a lane, and so only gaining 4 or 5 was not so bad.
Second down.
Oh, there's a flag.
Yep. And I believe, they're going to call the pass incomplete anyway, but where that flag went down, it's probably
That's typically a hold.
Didn't see any roughing the passer back there.
No.
There it is. Mr. John Lambert signals the crowd and us.
Number 62 for the Tornadoes is Doug Thompson, the senior at 6'3", 360.
And apparently Ethan Dodson, that must be a co-captain or captain out there, because that's who
he was one of the gentlemen who went out for the kickoff or the exchange of the flip of the coin. There I am.
Move it back a ways. We have 1:52 left to go in this first half here. And it's going to be second down, and the Tornadoes back to their own 18-yard line.
Gotta be ready.
Straight drop back, going up, wanting to go up, and it's a pass out to the side off the fingertips of the intended receiver, bring up third down, and close to 20 for him to go.
Boy, what fun is this, though, Doc? We haven't seen this much passing in a long time.
I was thinking about that last week, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma, Eagle Air.
It's just like,
it's nice.
You know, and they're good. These guys are very skilled, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
All right, third down and about 19 to go for the Tornado to make a first down and keep it alive. Good pressure in the back.
Got a guy behind him.
And across the middle. It would not have been first down territory, but what a good job there in the backfield on the D.
He could hear some footsteps, absolutely.
That's right, number 52 back there, Ty Kello-Zeman. Man, he was almost the takedown.
Ty has been busy this evening.
Well, we'll bring up fourth down now, and the Tornadoes deep in their own territory will have to kick it away.
Do not think they will be fooled by the quick kick this particular time.
The Cougars' Nigel Hardy is back on about his own 36-37. Minute and a half to go. And fair catch on that one.
What a great job by the up man.
Just about midfield, and yes, indeed.
That's number 33, Ethan Dodson. Great credit, because that's a gain of 10, maybe even 15 yards by catching it right there.
Yep, instead of waiting for the back man to pick it up.
The back man wasn't getting to it, and it was going to bounce.
We got 131 on the board at CK at midfield.
CK with all 3 timeouts remaining.
And again, that powerhouse in the back there. McGee still got it. Going to the air with a wide open turnaround and give it to me, boss. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
50-yard pass. Touchdown pass.
That's what Paul told us.
Yep.
And, man, he was really wide. I mean, we've had some wide open receivers, but that might so far be the widest open receiver tonight.
Well, how many times has McGee done that fake?
Oh.
And this time, it gave him just enough time to get that pass off. Not what you might call the prettiest pass, but it was long enough and good enough.
Well, plenty of time for the receiver, too, to get down and turn around to help his quarterback.
Correct. Ooh.
Uh-oh. A missed PAT by the Cougs, but it's going to be an 8-point lead, 20-12 now for Central Kitsap. A minute 22 to go here in this first half.
You know, Doc, everything.
Kind of an exciting.
It's been a great game.
Exciting game.
I came in tonight going, this could be quite a contest, and when Jeff Graham and I were talking, we said it should be. And I love when should-be's turn into the real thing.
And Jeff, we saw him earlier. There he is down there on the field doing his blog tonight from the sideline. And I believe, is that Annette with it?
She has been around. She was here last week. She's with West Sound Sports Plus, I think, is the group that she now heads up and does all kinds of different things out there on the internet. And
I knew she was doing a blog.
Yep.
Cool. Alrighty, 1:22 left to go in this first half.
I think CK heard me say, I like this passing.
Of course, that might have had something to do with last week's game being 2.5 hours long. Because, of course, every missed pass is a clock stoppage.
They are those.
But, yeah, this is fun, actually. We haven't seen the high school game this open for a while in this area. Down to about the 15-yard line, picked up by the Tornadoes, and they'll run it out to a pretty good run back to about the 34.
That's Cody Gifford one more time, really doing his job receiving kickoffs.
And they will place it right there on the 35. First down for the Tornadoes, minute and 15 seconds left to go in this first half. But we have seen the Tornadoes score pretty quickly.
They can do that. CK has to be aware of all their receivers. They have quite the core of wide receivers.
And it's again the long pass, the Hail Mary, and they got it.
Oh,
they got it in the 20.
I think we're going to have
10.
offensive pass interference.
Oh my goodness.
I could be wrong.
There is a flag down where the ball was caught. Oh, man.
There was a push-off on because the CK guy had the path to that ball, and he was pushed from behind.
It is, Kitty. Offensive pass interference wipes out 6 points that Yelm had on the board. We were just talking about how quick they could score.
Yeah.
That took about 10 seconds.
That? Exactly. And I said you have to be aware of those receivers, which they were.
Man. That was a big one right there. Wow. And the Cougars, they could thank the yellow hanky on that one.
That was a pretty good pass, a little bit too much airtime, which was caused that collision then.
So it looks like they will be marching it off from the line of scrimmage.
Which makes sense.
So that will move the Tornadoes back to their own 20-yard line and 15 to that first and 25 now.
Doc, I couldn't have told you for sure that was a 15-yarder. I thought it might have been a 10.
I did too, actually.
Going
across the middle, and pretty good stop D by CK there.
Fairly conservative move on that pass.
Timeout for the Tornadoes. We've got under a minute to go here in the first half. And it's a 20-12 lead for the Central Kitsap Cougars.
Pretty sure no lead is safe in this game from what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we will see. Hopefully the Cougs can hold for another 53 seconds.
These Tornadoes are coached by Jason Ronquillo, and he has assistants Todd Cordova, Brian Irion, the gentleman who sent me all the information, Brian Foote, Daniel Caldwell, Travis McMillian, Cyrus Platt, William Benbrook, and Tim Pyland.
And, of course, Coach Keel. He's assisted by Justin Breen, Eric Schuett, Hugh McInnes. That name sounds familiar.
Yep.
Zachary Brown, Howard McDonald, and Derek Foster.
We had Derek Foster in the booth a couple years ago.
Yes, we did.
And we miss him, but now he has two beautiful children and is spending some time on the sideline with a little bit older children, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, so we're up to second down now for the Tornadoes. 53 seconds left on the clock. And they've got 4 split out, 2 on each side here. Quick pass across the middle. And the Tornadoes are into CK territory. Oh my goodness.
Doc, check where number 62 was, all the way down to the 35. There were some big men moving to block.
Oh, man. So first down for the Tornadoes and plenty of time left here.
Timeout this time, Central Kitsap regrouping after that.
Timeout, Cougars.
The Cougars call timeout. They're going to come to the sideline, discuss what's happening there. And the Tornadoes going over to the other sideline, see if they can draw up a similar play to that last one. Still 43 seconds remaining here in the first half. CK with a 20-12 lead, and they are trying to bend but not break once again and see if they can keep this lead going into halftime. Two teams very well complementing each other. Great first league contest in the South Sound group. These guys are gonna make for a tough conference. Coming back out leading the Tornadoes is number 15, Kyle Robinson, senior quarterback. He has had all day to pass, not been taken down too many times. And those receivers, they are looking for that pass all the time. Central Kitsap playing a bit of a prevent defense. Their men probably another 20 yards down. Hike off to Robinson. Robinson looking for a receiver, doesn't see one, decides to run. He gains a solid 7-8 yards, and it will be 2nd and 2, but that is going to, would keep the clock running, but the Tornadoes have taken their final time out of the half. Certainly they know that with 31 seconds, they can, with their passing game, they can still score before the end of this half. Coach is talking to his defense. These guys have worked really hard, only given up 12 points to a very, excuse me, tough offense. We are West Sound TV bringing you Friday Night Lights. It is the game of the week. I'm Kitty Campagna. Doc Parr taking a little break for a couple seconds, and we have Casey Pregartner on the computer and the camera bringing you the action. We can talk about it, but when you get the opportunity to see it, it's pretty cool. Just a step above radio. It is 2nd and 2 for the Tornadoes. They are on the 36-yard line. 31 seconds remaining in the half. Robinson behind center quite a ways in the shotgun. He's finding his receiver. And here it comes. There's that yellow hanky. Tripped over the defender who had gone down, and they're going to call that as an interference. Seems to be a pretty fair call. Going back to reset the ball then. In high school like college, it is a penalty from the line of scrimmage and not where it occurred. So kind of like in college, sometimes it is a good decision to make that interference. Now 1st and 10, ball on the 21. 24 seconds remaining in the half. Robinson goes back, finds a receiver. He is down inside the sideline, so that clock's going to keep running. No idea why they asked him to stop the clock. They do not have a third timeout. They are running it again. They ran over to the sideline like they had a timeout. Never should have stopped that clock, but that was what the officials said to do.
Oh, man, and look at 4 seconds is what's up there now, Kitty.
Exactly. Well, they stopped the clock, Doc, when there was no timeout. So they're going to have a little conversation here.
Men in.
The Tornadoes started to go over to they were over at the sideline talking to their coach, but they had used all 3 timeouts.
No.
Penalty on the play is against the Tornadoes.
That would be a technical foul.
I think it might
basketball.
be, Doc. I'm not sure what that was about.
I think that was that sign.
Yeah.
A loss of 5 on that one. And 4 seconds, 1 shot for Yelm.
There might also be a runoff involved with this, and so I don't know the ruling, to be very truthful. I do believe that they will start the clock the second they place it. Oh, I think he's actually putting
10.
more time on the clock.
Looks like he wants 10.
That's what I think.
Nope, 9. They'll give him 9.
I think that's 9/10, Doc.
Uh-oh. Didn't see the point. And there it is, into the end zone. And no good.
Incomplete.
Pretty close. Pretty close. It does appear there's 2 seconds left. So, one more shot.
It could have just taken 7 seconds, but that was pretty crazy.
3rd down. And it's not goal to go, but with 2 seconds left, you got 1 shot. I thought you had 1 shot with 4. But
well, then they got
9. Yeah.
And that was pretty crazy.
Okay, last play of the first half. I think drop back, pass to the end zone, and over everybody's head. And it looks like we got triple zeros.
We like that.
Okay, so at the end of the first half here at Silverdale Stadium, the Cougars leading the Yelm Tornadoes 2012.
Doc, quite the matchup tonight. We've had some treats up here at Silverdale Stadium. If you've been at home, I'm glad you're getting to watch it through us. But you got to get out and watch high school football.
Oh yeah, we've had some good ones. Sometimes the beginning of the season can be a little slow.
Yep.
But we've had some good ones. First game for the South Conference, and the Cougars tonight against Yelm, and it's still anybody's game.
Absolutely.
Here at Silverdale Stadium. All West Sound TV, happy to have you with us. Thanks to the kitsapsun.com/GOTW, which means Game of the Week. And we are happy to be bringing this to you not only live on the stream tonight, but in video replay on BKAT. We've got Casey Pregartner on the camera, working the computer tonight, as well as that hotspot. We got Kitty Campagna, your producer, on the other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, saying we will have some, I think, pretty good action coming up in this second half.
Soft drinks, coffee, and more. Check out the concession stands below the stand. Thank you for supporting the Cougars of Central Kitsap.
Welcome back to Silverdale Stadium as the Central Kitsap Cougars host the Yelm Tornadoes first round in the South Sound Conference playoffs. We're West Sound TV. I'm the Dr. Doc Paul, joined by Casey Pregartner on the camera and the computer, Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and thanks to the KitsapSun.com for making this game live to the community on the stream. Kitty, pretty good first half of action. 12 for the Tornadoes, 20 for the Central Kitsap Cougars, who will receive here in this second half.
It's good for them. Oh, it's going to be excellent hands by that young gentleman, making sure that Central Kitsap does get the ball. That was number 74.
Oh,
Jack
man.
Giannotti. Hey, he's another one of my basketball guys.
All right.
I coached him.
Time those good hands.
That's it. Oh, I'm sure. Jack was a great kid. We loved having him on the team.
All right, and a bit of a surprise to start out this second half, but Central Kitsap managed to maintain the possession. Will start out on their own 42-yard line.
Central having to mix things up a little bit more as the Tornado defensive scheme is kind of keyed on Refalong now.
And he made a couple of yards on that, so we'll call it second down and 8.
Number 7 keeping busy. That's Samuel Guevara in motion across several times.
Now, once again, the handoff to Refalong. And you pick up another 2, but that's going to bring up third down. Well, maybe give him 3. So third down and a long 5 for the first down. Ball is at the 47-yard line of CK. Got to get into Tornado territory for that first down. Elijah McKee back there at QB. Fake to Refalong, and a nice completion and a good catch that time by number 83.
You'll recognize that last name, Doc.
Oh, Javen Keel. son of the coach, had a nice job of hanging on because he had a defender hitting him pretty quick.
That was a really pretty pass by McGee as well that time. A few of his have floated a little, but that one was solid.
Okay, that'll bring up a first down and into tornado territory for the Cougs. Ball at about the 39-yard line. Oh, flag goes up.
There was encroachment, but we'll see what they call whether...
Was he drawn up?
I don't think so.
I don't see pointing hands each direction.
Alstrom moved after the encroachment.
And it looks like it was offsides against the tornado. That'll give CK 5. First down and 5 now for CK. Into tornado territory. Oh, man, that was a pretty nice stop on that one. Number 4, Benjamin Hoffman.
Hoffman's had several stops tonight, and he just took the feet out from underneath Refalong on that.
And even after that, he's going to pick up about 2 yards. So second down now and 2.5 for that first. And in motion. Hand off. And that's going to be a first down, Kitty.
That was impressive because there were some guys in there, and he just kept moving to his outside hole and found it.
And that was Christian Blue on that carry. So that'll move the Cougars down to the 26-yard line. First down. Refaling's got some running room this time, Kitty. And he's still on his feet down inside the 10-yard line. Wow.
That may be why they don't blow the whistle too soon, because there was some fighting going on. It looked like the guy had grabbed the ball, but Refalong, who they claim is one of the strongest gentlemen on this team.
He looked like it on that one.
Really strong hands on that.
Picked up a couple extra yards easily on that. So another first down, goal to go for the Cougars.
Cougars varying their plays, got that pass in there, running right and left, not just straight up the middle every time.
Hand off, and it's to Blue again. And they'll pick up let's see where they're going to place it. He'll move it close to the 5-yard line, so he'll pick up about 3 on that one.
John Carter Coble in on the tackle.
Second down now for the Cougs. And again, that handoff to Blue. Blue will get down close to the end zone, but not quite in.
Boy, Christian Blue listed 5'6", 130. That is one tiny running back. You're praying for some holes if you're that tiny.
Okay, third down. Ball is on about the 2-yard line. And, they stop Refalong. Refalong? Man, he might actually lose a half yard on that one.
Just not enough of a push on that one. I kind of thought it might be another one where the quarterback was going to keep it and sneak around, but I'm not sure there were any openings.
I was going to say, I was waiting for the keeper somewhere there. And so it's fourth down. The ball is on just about the 2-yard line. And 18 carries for 250 plus. And I don't see
touchdown.
There it is, the man in the white hat. I was looking for the judge.
I had to find him over here.
Oh, okay. And the Cougars put another 6 on the board. It was a close 6 though on that one, Kitty.
That was
very close.
I thought they might have had him stop, but they had just enough forward progress for the 6 on the board.
I was looking at the line judge on the far side, and he didn't put his hands up. Okay, so the PAT attempt here for Tyler Cannon. and puts it right through the uprights. So the Cougars now lead 27-12 over the Tornadoes from Yelm.
That is their biggest lead of the day. They had a 14-0 lead that was quickly cut to 14-12 by the Tornadoes there in the second quarter, but nice to see CK build on their lead coming right into the half.
Oh boy. All right, we got 7:33 left to go here in quarter number 3, and a 27-12 lead now for the Cougars over the Yelm Tornadoes.
Great start for these CK Cougars. You know, when they go into that halftime, everybody's making adjustments, and it's who makes the better ones that usually comes out ahead.
And you know, Yelm has got a pretty good crowd over there across the way. Yelm is outside of Lacey, Olympia area, out towards Mount Rainier.
I admit I looked it up today. Went, where is that on the map?
Yep, I had a friend that lived outside of Yelm. And so they got a little bit of a trip, and they got those visitor stands pretty well filled over there.
Well, and they were very excited about the live stream. I heard from both their offensive coordinator and their AD, Mr. Hill.
All right. And picked up at about the 14-yard line, run out to, well, beyond the 30. And that was Gifford again, bringing it back.
Gifford has been busy, but that also means that CK has been scoring.
So the Tornado will start out on, it looks like about their own 33-yard line.
First down, Tornado.
We got about 7.5 minutes to go here in the third period.
Absolutely.
Third quarter.
The definition of the spread offense, where they have people out at both corners.
And they will pick up a couple of yards, but pretty good defense that time by CK. The runner was Carson Amint.
That has a good chance of being open when you are trying to concentrate on the number of receivers they have out there.
And he'll pick up about 3, so second down and 7 now for Yelm. Oh, again, the handoff to Amint, and this time he's into first down territory. Didn't quite make it into CK territory, but he will get a first down for the Tornadoes. Don't see any yellow hankies.
Amint doing a really nice impression of a bowling ball there as he takes out several Cougars on the way.
And so that moves the Tornadoes out to the 47-yard line. Their own, but first down.
Trips receivers to the right.
And it goes to one of those receivers over on this near side. And brought down in CK territory, Cody Gifford. Boy, he's been their go-to man, hasn't he?
That was a well-designed play, Doc. He had a nice blocker out there, but CK able to stop it. I realized it got about 7 yards.
Second down and 3 now. Ball is at the 46-yard line of the Cougars. Straight drop back. Oh, he's going for the deep one. Oh, and once again, CK had a chance to get to it.
He did get up. He was just mad.
Oh, and there's a hanky in the backfield here on the 44-yard line. Oh.
Roughing the passer.
Against the Cougars.
I was so busy watching the pass, I missed that.
Yeah, that could be a big one. And it will be, the walk-off will be from the line of scrimmage, apparently.
Penalty is against the Cougars.
Oh, man, it's a 15-yarder too, Kitty.
Yeah, that's kind of your unsportsmanlike conduct when you rough a passer.
First down.
So that will move the Tornadoes down to the Cougar 30-yard line almost. First down. There's that quick pass out to the side. That was kind of a screen pass. They had one guy out there.
Pass complete to Cody Gifford.
Cougar trying to get him behind the line of scrimmage, not able to take his feet out from underneath him.
Well, once again, it was Gifford.
These guys, their yards after catch, yak as they call that, have been pretty impressive.
And that was a good 7 pickup on that one. So second down and 3 for Yelm. Not quite in the CK red zone.
First guy through.
But they are now, Kitty.
Yep.
Down to about the 9-yard line. That was Carson Ament again.
Ament up till today had 42 carries, 180 yards, and 1 TD. Certainly has added to that total tonight.
And first down and goal to go now for the Tornadoes. Hand off to Ament once again. And Carson puts 6 on the board.
That's a 9-yard, pretty easy carry to add 6 more for the Tornadoes.
Oh boy. So at the 5:35 mark in number 3, 6 on the board for Yelm, and another decision here. 2 would put them at 20. 1 would put them at 19. And it looks like they will go for the 2 once again. Oh,
he's going to run it.
Look out, look out. And they finally get the 2-point PAT for the Yelm Tornadoes. The QB, Kyle Robinson, keeping it and getting into the end zone. And we now have a 7-point lead for the Central Kitsap Cougars.
That only took 2 minutes, Doc. So we know how quickly there's maybe a reason they're called the Tornadoes. They can score quickly.
5:35 here in the third. A lot of time left, actually, in the game.
Yeah.
And now down to a 7-point game. Cougars 27, the Tornado 20. Wow.
Well, last week CK was able to beat Lakes 30-23, and Yelm fell to Tumwater. I think it was 14-17. So kind of different games there that they were playing, and now we're just seeing if one of these defenses can step up and stop the other.
No, I don't know about this year, but Tumwater has a rep for having a pretty good football program.
They are a 2A team, but that doesn't really matter at this point.
Alex Riffalon and Jason Almonte are deep to receive.
Okay, we've got 2 CK players down about their own 10-yard line as the Tornado get ready for the kickoff here.
Those 2 are Alex Riffalon and Almonte.
Cody Fry will be kicking, who was out almost the entire halftime practicing that.
He was
60-yard field
Nope,
goal.
it was
it was a 35.
50.
Okay.
In that he was placed on the 30 or 40-yard. Sorry. Alex has got
ball
to get
is
that.
loose and brought down by CK, but not very good position. They're going to be down on their own 12-yard line to start out here.
Obviously made the right decision to get down on that ball because, again, on a kickoff, it is a live ball.
And the weird shape, it could go anywhere. Hit one of those points and could be over in Jim Ferrati's hands before we know about it. Our beloved facility manager. Hanky goes up, and we will see. Uh-oh, false start. CK will move back. And that took 1 second off the clock. So they'll move back 5 now, and first down for CK, but 1st and 15, and the ball is at their own 8-yard line. And handoff about a yard or 2 for Alex. Not back to the original line of scrimmage yet. But they maybe picked up a yard, so we'll say 2nd and 14 now, Kitty.
CK trying to get the right play called to see if they can make up that difference.
Uh-oh. That didn't quite work out.
They've run that person across several times. First time they've actually handed it off to him.
It was a good job of D by that.
It was.
Yelm
Well
Tornadoes. 3rd down, and they're going to move them back a yard or 2. So back to 3rd and 15, let's say.
Real tough play call here. They have passed some, but you have to be pretty confident in that when you are on your own 6-yard line. Ooh.
And there are probably not a whole lot of plays in the book for that. And in fact, timeout CK to discuss this one. We've got a little over 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. A 7-point lead now for the Cougars. And boy, oh boy, they're pretty deep in their own territory.
Tornadoes defense has really stepped up this particular time, exactly when they needed it. And as soon as they had them that far back on, I think they started at about the 8-yard line, no, 12-yard line. And then they had the penalty, and you just keep adding those things together, and Tornadoes ready to pounce.
Move back.
Great set of people down below, still cheering their Cougars on.
And for those of you live, it looks like Squim is playing North Kitsap pretty tough.
That was another game we thought of doing tonight, to be very
truthful.
truthful.
We will be there next week.
Uh-oh.
And
no.
Oh, no.
Ow. That is a safety.
And there's those 2 points, Kitty.
Well, they already got them back.
Well, they did with a 2-point PAT, but now 2 more points make it a 5-point lead. Cougars slowly losing that nice lead they had to begin this 2nd half.
That was interesting because I thought he would stop once he had gotten out of the end zone, and he just was still moving and eventually taken down out of the back of the end zone.
And this may be our first safety of the season.
Yeah, I think so.
We had our first OT last week. And we got 4:05 here in the 3rd. It's still a ton of time. And CK, not only do they give up the 2, they got to kick it away to Yelm from their own 20-yard line.
You never want to give up safeties. Those are awfully tough.
And it makes a score weird.
There you are.
That, points, they just
you're so confused, Doc. I know. Don't make the score weird for Doc.
Where's that 5-point play when you need it? Okay, CK's got to kick away to Yelm, who just put 2 more on the board, only down by 5 now.
Oh, nope, there is a flag already.
And that's probably going to move CK back 5.
I didn't watch that close enough to know if somebody went across the line before the kick. Must have happened.
Yep.
That was a pretty good kick, actually.
And so the Yelm guys move up to their own 40 now to receive.
They hand the man in stripes his yellow hanky. And he resumes his position on that line of scrimmage. Oh, that's got some
good kick by CK. They'll drive Yelm back to their own 28, but look out, it's Mr. Gifford.
Oh, I heard a whistle.
I did too.
I heard a whistle.
That's going to come back, apparently stepping out of bounds. It's over on that other side. But Cody Gifford, man, look out. He started at his own 28 too on that one.
Picked up a head of steam and was a-going until he obviously took a step out of bounds.
So the ball, there's another yellow hanky. That's going to be on the coach. Sideline violation.
They might not have been overly happy about the out-of-bounds call.
I don't think they were. Unsportsmanlike. And that'll move Yelm back. Which is a shame for the Yelm because they had good position there.
Oh, anything near the 50s, no matter where they go, as well as they have moved this ball, they're still going to have some pretty good field position.
But that's a 15-yard unsportsman, and you could just see, I had the binos on over there, and looking over there, and the coach, he was just upset. He's still squawking at that ref over there.
Might not be his best choice at this point.
Okay, first down now for Yelm, but the ball back in their own.
Here's what really hurts them. That also goes, that isn't where the line of scrimmage is. It's 1st and 25 because it happened after the play.
Well, now the chain team is trying to decide where are we. Mr. Lambert may need to go over and explain it to the man in the white hat. And yes, it should be, I believe, 1st and 25, so you keep the chain. Yep. Well, no, I guess not.
It was a good guess, Doc.
So apparently, it's going to be, now that's even a stranger position. 1st and 10.
Yep.
From their own 44. Still not sure how that one worked out. And up through the middle, number 29 carrying it for the Tornadoes, Carson Ament.
Not a lot of different people carrying it, but they've been making him some big holes.
And they have been scoring on those passes. Second down now. They picked up about 6 on that one. So second, we'll say 4, ball out to the 49.
Still expect him to go to number 20 way out here on the right-hand side. The senior.
He's looking across the middle to Gifford. Oh, man.
A flag.
And Gifford again had some excellent yardage. We got actually 2 flags out there around that line of scrimmage. There's the hold against the Yelm Tornadoes, and man, Yelm has been suffering at their own hands here.
Most recently, that is very true.
Moving themselves the wrong direction. 3:15 left to go in the third. And the Tornadoes, again, they'll have to figure out where the ball really is, besides in the hands of the man in stripes. That's a tenner.
Second down for the Tornadoes.
Second down now, and looks like they have 9 yards to go for the first down.
Second man through.
There's a handoff.
Oh,
and up
just
to
about
the
wriggled
midfield.
free.
That was a mint once again. Have they had anybody else carry?
The quarterback,
Okay.
he has gotten some rushing yards, but I don't think we've seen any other actual running
that I can
backs.
think of. They've had some pretty good luck passing to Oso.
And Gifford's got
Yeah,
number 13 with
Gifford,
a lot of plays out there. They're in the backfield but can't hang on.
Oh, man, and I think he's going to be just short.
On the carry for the Tornadoes.
Uh-oh, they're going to... Uh-oh, nope. John Lambert says it's a first down for Yelm. 2:25 left to go here in number 3.
Boy, you don't see many measurements here in high school football, but that did look as if
it was very
the
close.
nose was past the first down marker.
Yep, very close. So into CK territory, the Tornadoes down at the 47-yard line of the Cougs. Man in motion. Oh, handoff to Amend.
And again, a flag.
Oh, man.
They've got to be doing a perfect hold that is getting him free to that side.
I was going to say, Amend's losing yardage right and left. He needs to talk to those linemen. Yep, there it is, hold against. And, of course, in the high school game, we don't know a number.
Correct. They are not actually allowed to tell us that number. I'm pretty sure the coaches know.
I'm sure they do. And so this has seemingly been a long minute and a half here. 2:08 left to go in the third quarter. And once again, a first down. And it's going to be plus 10. First and 20, I believe. Well, close to it, yep. So the Tornadoes back in Tornado country, Tornado Alley. Short pass out to this near side, and Gifford gets it out to the midfield.
Nathan Flatow, one of the Cougars, bringing him down.
And Gifford's been getting most of the yardage on passes.
Yeah, he seems to like that a lot. He certainly is able to come across, or this time going out in the flat.
Ball right there on midfield. Second down, about 13 to go for Yelm for a first.
Robinson's still spot on with almost every pass he's made tonight.
Oh!
Till he is
there.
pressured.
And it was the announcer jinx, but it went for us.
It did go for CK.
Oh, man, still on his feet.
That is number 2.
Oh, man, Nigel.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Unfortunately, there is a man down on a flag right beside him, and they are calling for help. So that might be an illegal block. Oh, here comes another flag. Oh, a CK player down.
And number 78 is the Yelm player that's down. That would be Hunter Mole. And who's the CK player down? Looks like it's 33. Ethan Dodson.
Both really big cogs on their respective teams. And in the meantime, the men in stripes are discussing the couple of yellow handkerchiefs down.
Now we got one of the paramedics coming in. Now, number 78 for Yelm is up and walking off. It's good to see. Hunter Mole, but
trainer Ken Alstrom seems to be like,
I wonder if they're
holding an arm or something. And,
oh, yeah. Helmet is off.
They've called the ambulance, or at least the gurney in.
Yep. Number 33 for the Cougars, Ethan Dodson, a junior, down there, and I did not see the hit he took. Did
No,
you?
I didn't either. There was so much going on at that point.
We've got a yellow flag down on the 36 and one over in the other side of the field on the 42.
Correct.
So we will have to see, but yeah, they are bringing out the backboard here for Ethan.
Yeah, they made that call very quickly. He's got a lot of experience out there with the CK trainer. He's been there forever.
Yeah, of course, they've got to take every precaution. So,
As they should.
It's going to take a while, probably. Uh-oh.
Yep, they are actually driving the ambulance on the field.
And I don't see him. They kind of pushed that backboard out of the way. But, man, now we're not going to see anything
Which is
from
also
our side of the field.
Not an awful thing. They are making sure they're doing all the right stuff for the student athlete.
And it does look like they will pull the gurney out. Well, we've got 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3 at Silverdale Stadium. And it's a 5-point lead for the Cougars, 27-22. And Yelm was in pretty good position and moved themselves back 2 or 3 times on penalties.
CK finally came with a pretty full-out blitz there and actually rattled the quarterback, threw it short, and it was intercepted. That was by Nigel Hardy.
But there was a flag down on that side of the field.
There are flags on both sides.
It wasn't quite down there where Nigel made the pickoff, but we will see.
So hard, though. Quite often those are blocks in the back or something on a run back.
Yeah, looks like Bill is out there.
AD Bill Baxter down there, making sure everything's being done right.
Well, we are West Sound TV, and we're working with the kitsapsun.com to bring this contest to you live on the internet.
Casey Pregartner getting a picture of the CK guys as they are trying to keep a little bit loose during this point.
Coach Keel out there talking to Bill, the AD at CK.
Central Kitsap Fire and Rescue, it is their vehicle out there. I don't know exactly how they set that up, but at every single football game there is always an ambulance waiting for them or a paramedic vehicle.
And of course we saw that when we were doing the D-Derbies. They always had the paramedics available at the D-Derbies, Destruction Derbies. And yes, they are always here at football.
So I was trying to see if the gentleman who is injured on the other side, there's a guy on his back, but he's just having what might be cramps, it looks like, from what the trainer is doing.
Yeah, they're stretching the leg. And the player that was down for Yelm was 78. He got up and walked off. And unfortunately, Ethan is not getting up and walking off.
No, you could tell that they immediately knew they needed to put him on a stretcher, and it looked possibly arm-related, but I'm not going to speculate anymore because I do not know. This is that tough part of your son or nephew or brother out there playing football. It's a great sport, but there are going to be injuries. It's a little violent out there, some of those collisions.
Yep, and so they put the backboard back in the vehicle there. And so I assume we'll see, but I would assume they've got him on the gurney or will get him on the gurney.
Just a tough moment in the middle of a game, you know. Everybody's playing so hard, and it's kind of hard to get back into it after this.
Yeah, it definitely quiets the crowd.
It does. They were pretty rambunctious, and I think on both sides, which you like.
Oh, okay, applause. Now,
as they move
there we
gurney.
go.
Oh,
and he's waving.
He's waving with one arm.
And
he's sending kisses.
The CK fans are really, we all are happy to see that he's sitting up and waving. They do have a pretty good cast, it looks like, on his leg.
Yeah, I thought it was arm. I'm thinking not now. It may be leg related.
First, the way he went down, I thought concussion protocol.
Yep.
But he's up, he's waving, he's smiling, and the crowd gives him a good round of applause. So we will be able to continue here shortly.
I do believe that the paramedic unit will have to move off the field first. I thought it almost in the past they had to wait for a replacement vehicle before they could continue, but I don't know if that's true.
Well, I don't either, and that was the way when we started doing Destruction Derby.
That it was that way.
They literally had to wait, and so they ended up having basically two.
There you are.
And, of course, over at the fairgrounds, the closest station's not too far away.
So in the meantime, they have moved the ball back to the 30, and they're going to move it again. Both of these are against Central Kitsap.
Apparently so. Did we ever see a signal?
Probably. I think I was watching the ambulance in the process.
Multiple penalties against the Cougars.
And our PA announcer, Paul Stinson, agrees. Multiple penalties against CK, which will move them back. The ball will be on the Central Kitsap 15-yard line.
But they will start with it as 1st and 10 from that positioning. Possibly a little bit premature setting all that up. You have to wait for the clearing of the vehicle.
And you know, luckily it's not a cold or wet night out there, because this kind of a long pause, that is where your muscles start tightening up. And the crowd here underneath us at the Silverdale Stadium, the CK fans applauding, as well as the team, the Central Kitsap Fire and Rescue.
Watching the Yelm cheerleaders, they're clapping as well. Now, if they could just use that vehicle as a blocker, that would be quite the plan.
So CK is going to start out on their own 15-yard line. 1st down 10 with 1:11 to go in the third. But he got back before the ball was snapped. A loss of a couple on that one. And, you know, maybe they got to do something other than Alex carry.
Well, and they put in Blue with some runs there for a while, and then
That's
Willis
right.
has done some running.
Christian, yeah. Well, that lost 2, 2nd down and 12 now for the Cougars. And once again, it goes to Reffelung. And he'll make about a 3-yard gain to put him just past the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down now.
That was what earlier was going for a little bit, a few more yards. If he hit that hole quick enough, he was spurting out of it.
3rd down. And McKee to the air, he completes it. And Central Kitsap is out to the races, 50 into Yelm territory, down to the 35-yard line.
And guess who it was, Doc? Alex Reffelong.
Oh, boy. Mr. Do-It-All, I guess.
I'm looking for flags because those are the ones that bring them. There are none to be seen.
And that's going to end the 3rd quarter here at Silverdale Stadium. Central Kitsap still in the lead, but only by 5, 27-22.
And here we are, starting the 3rd quarter, kind of how we have stopped starting the 4th, how we stopped the 4th one, 3rd one. I'm going to get these numbers right sometime. It is Alex Reffelong with the run. It is now 2nd and approximately 5 and into tornado territory at the 47. CK with a 27-22 lead. They are looking to extend this, seeing what they can do. 4th quarter just starting. Handoff. Enough for a 1st down, it looks like. We'll see what the officials say. Awfully close. And the chain gang's trying to move, but they have not signaled 1st down. Stopping the clock for a second to get this corrected. So the correction is that it is a 1st down, and they just hadn't given their chain game the time to make it there. Restart that clock. 1st and 10 from the Tornado 42. Still McGee back there in shotgun. Finds his 2nd man through. Whoa. Hit a little late out of bounds, but not that. Doesn't look like they're going to call anything. I think there's some jawing going on, and number 30 came out of that not doing well. That is number 34. That's Bubba Foote, who's going to have to get to the other side. Stopping the clock for a little injury timeout there. second down and about 6 yards for the CK Cougars, heading towards their own end zone, or the Tornado end zone. Score is 27-22 in this great South Sound Conference matchup. First conference game for both of these teams. They didn't meet till October last year. Oh, it might be a little short, but what a catch! The Cougar comes away with that.
Is complete to Zach Webb.
That is Zachary Webb, the junior. He was being guarded by Cody Gifford, and I thought number 13 for the Tornadoes had an opportunity to take that, but Webb made it his own. They are now down to the 8-yard line, 1st and goal to go. Webb's gonna have to come out. I think he's missing a piece of equipment. 83 going in for him. Siobhan Keel. McGee in the shotgun, and there go some hankies. Yelm likes it a lot. They believe it's a illegal procedure against Central Kitsap,
Penalty is against the Cougars.
which will make it still 1st down, but 13 to go, which is also goal to go.
It's getting a little nippy out there.
I have noticed that. I threw on the jacket.
On.
Yeah, I did.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, that was a solid hit. Probably a gain of about 2.
And again, it was Alex Reflon carrying it.
CK with this 5-point lead. Certainly want to get something into the end zone. A big surge, but not enough for a whole lot of yards.
Yeah, I think Yelm D may know that play.
They might have seen it once or twice before.
So that's going to be 3rd down. Ball is at the just inside the 10, about the 9.5-yard line. But as you said, 3rd and goal to go, Kitty.
They've had some success with the pass, but usually when it's been a little bit more of a surprise.
And McKee across the middle. No.
He saw that. He waited and he waited and he saw that, and it was beautiful. And then he just fired it a little too low.
A little bit low. So 4th down now for the Cougs. And looks like the kicking team is coming in, Kitty.
It was funny because it was the Tornado kicking team that we watched practice at halftime, but this is going to be
You're right.
Central Kitsap making an effort. Kyler Cannon out there.
It's going to be the Cannon.
That had to be an offsides.
It was certainly whistles and flags.
The man on the end for
Somebody
Yelm
was in pretty
certainly
quick.
was across that line quick.
Yep, offsides against the Tornadoes. So that'll give them half the distance.
Where
Or
are
is it
they?
5? Yeah, they're inside the 10.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I was trying to remember where the actual placement. It's not where they put it down to kick it, Doc. You know, I should know that after all these years.
That might be back a few yards. So the ball is down to about the 4-yard line now.
Pretty close to what a PAT looks like here.
Ooh, maybe a fake. QB is holding. He's a sophomore. Nope, it's up and through
And
the middle.
good.
And the 3 on. So it's back to that 8-point lead now for the Cougars, 30-22. here in quarter number 4.
We've seen that 8-point lead. How many times? That's pretty crazy, Doc.
It's been here a while, back and forth. And so far, the Cougars have managed to stay up on top. But I'll tell you, Yelm has come close.
They have. They were as close as 14-12 at the 6:01 mark in the second quarter.
2 points.
These guys have just gone back and forth. CK started out with a 2-yard run that had followed an 84-yard run at about the 8:15 mark in the first quarter, making it 7-0. Then they had a 23-yard pass with 11:54 left in the second quarter to make it 14-0, and we thought it was going to be a runaway. No, actually, I'm pretty sure we already knew there was some good offense coming from Yelm. They had a touchdown, made it 14-6, then 14-12, missed the 2-point conversion. Then a 50-yard pass to Almonte made it 20-12 at the halftime. Then CK came out of the locker room, scored again for a 27-12 lead. But Yelm was not done. They scored and made their 2-point attempt, made it 27-20. Got another 2 points on a safety, 27-22. And now with this field goal, we're looking at a 30-22 lead for Central Kitsap.
And CK will be booting it away.
And that scoring recap brought to you by the kitsapsun.com/GOTW. Uh-oh.
A little bit of running room for the Tornadoes. They get close to midfield. They'll bring it out to their own 47. Yeah, I thought it might have been brought to us by the Western Red baseball team.
Yeah, Western Red Brewing baseball softball team.
Softball.
Exactly. I came and did the game last Thursday. My team did well. They won one game and tied another. And yes, you can tie in softball.
Without you.
Because I know, hard to believe they could do that without me.
Oh, good defense there by the Cougars, holding them to a yard or less even.
We have not seen Robinson run in a while. I'm expecting that play to come, although he's been fairly successful in the air as well, so that may be why.
Second down. And the handoff, look out, plenty of running room. First down, Yelm.
I almost think that wasn't supposed to be handed off because it looked like Robinson was trying to keep it, but when a man can get that much, I don't see why you don't hand it off.
That moves the Tornadoes down to the 39-yard line of CK. Short pass over to this near side. Oh, that's pretty good defense there.
Pass is complete to Austin Oso.
That was good defense, Doc, because it looked like they had a blocker out there.
Yep.
Ended up being a couple more Cougars than blockers.
And Seau was in on that. So very little pickup. Second down and 9 plus to go. Straight drop back. And again, it's that short shot across the middle. And this time there's a ton of running room and into the end zone for number 13, Cody Gifford. And I don't see any flags down, but the big man for Yelm is down. He's been down a couple times so far tonight.
I think it was that block that freed him. I think that's actually number 62, Doug Thompson, listed 6 foot
up.
300.
He's not the 5 foot 300.
Well, he might also be listed he is listed at 5 foot, but I'm not believing that one.
I think he's a little taller than that, yes. But Yelm put 6 on the board here at just under 8 minutes to go in the fourth. And so Yelm now within 2 of the Cougars. And they are going to go for that 2.
So, Doc, last week when we had the overtime game, it was a 2-point conversion that tied it up.
Man in motion. Straight drop back.
And great defense.
That was excellent.
I think that's Nigel.
Yep, Nigel Hardy stopped him. May have stopped him about the half-yard line, but that's all they needed.
Wow.
And so it's still a 2-point lead for the Central Kitsap Cougars, 30-28. And with 7:26 left to go, I don't know if we're done with the score.
Oh, I don't think so. It's one of those games, the last man with the ball usually wins those.
It very well could be at the way and the way things are going. Central Kitsap 2-0 so far this season. Yelm 1-1, but neither of those are league games.
Correct.
Preseason.
And they are ones that they, use to just figure out who their team is. And I love that.
Yeah.
I think poor South, I think they've been playing league games all year. And they are in such a very difficult conference.
I was going to say, big 4A schools in the South Sound.
Yeah, where do you learn? Where do you get your guys a little bit of confidence going into that if you can't have a couple preseason type
And
games?
now they got so many teams in that league. They got a bridge and a mountain or something like that, like the Metro used to.
And it used to be that South played CK even when they were 3A, 4A. That doesn't happen anymore. There can't be a South-North Kitsap game like there's the CK Olympic game. Some of those rivalries going away.
And not many of us, including you and me, remember those. The rivalry used to be South Kitsap Bremerton.
No,
in the old days.
I do not remember that.
I don't either, actually.
Okay. There's an opening.
Look
and there is one man to beat.
Kitsap on the run, and
no flags.
He's into the end zone.
And who is that?
I'm trying to see. It's
Alex Riffalong.
Oh my goodness, Alex. And I'm looking all over the entire field and see no yellow hankies.
I don't either. So you know how long that took? That took 14 seconds because we started at 7:26.
Oh man, but what's going on here? Holding against CK.
Doc, no.
I did not even see that.
I still don't
hanky.
see any.
Oh, it's way over on the far side over there.
Where they originally broke through.
Yep, on the 32. Oh, man, that's a shame. Alex could have used those 80 yards.
So, as hard as that is for Central Kitsap, what an electrifying run. We got it on tape, don't we? No matter what happened there. So, pretty to see.
So, Central Kitsap is going to move way back. And it's 10 yards from spot of the foul, apparently. So they are going to start out with a first down on their own 22-yard line. And that's even further back than where Alex caught the ball.
It is. That's what happens when you get that hold.
Oh, man. So after what was a crowd pleaser.
Boy, was it ever.
Cougars have got another 80 yards to go.
But we've seen some things called back for the Tornadoes as well. So
that's true.
Now
part of the game has been pretty equal. Looked
like another 5 yards, or that they had it wrong.
So now they're moving them back to the 17.
But they are making it 1st and 10 from that spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. But that's the way it is.
Yeah, we don't get a vote.
Nope, we do not. So first down for the Cougars, but they're back at their own 17-yard line. And yes, they only have to go 10 yards for a first. Oh, look out! Look out! Again!
Oh, he was hit pretty hard
for
late.
Alex Ruffalong. And not only does he get the first down, he'll move out the ball out to the 43-yard line, 44-yard line.
Well, we talked about Ruffalong. That first week, 171 yards, 2 TDs. Second week, 264 yards, 4 TDs. I know the first week he was named the player of the area by the Sun, and he was in the running the second week, that's for sure.
Well, and Smelser, who we had in our second game from North Mason. First down, ball at the 44-yard line.
He is met by many a tornado.
Yep. Pickup of a couple on that.
David Barlow leading the tacklers for the Tornadoes.
Clock is ticking. We still have over 6 minutes to play, though, here in the fourth quarter.
Certainly not just thinking they can run out the clock at this point.
Oh, no. Especially with only a 2-point lead.
Right. They have 2 timeouts. The Tornadoes have 3. We saw some weird timeout to end the first half.
Gee back there.
Hand up by the back judge, meaning
Hands
Mayor.
after Ruffalong, who again going over that line and pretty much right up through the gut of the offense and defense there. Nobody's running outside.
No, I don't know how many carries he has. George probably does, but just an amazing number, and he just keeps taking the hits.
And that's pretty amazing, too, because these are guys from Yelm are pretty good size.
They are
pretty good D out there.
Big boys.
And this time it's the keeper from McKee.
And he's got his first down.
Yes, he does.
That's some tough running right there.
Elijah McGee into Tornado territory down to the 44-yard line of Yelm. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go.
Elijah, not real big either. He's 5'11", 185. Or sorry, I'm looking at the wrong. Yeah, 160, 5'10". I was looking at the other Elijah up there, Elijah Davis, number 6.
And 2 men back there with him.
They are running the clock down. The hand has gone up on the back judge. Uh-oh, no, he's okay. I thought he'd gone forward first.
It was close. Oh, man, pretty good D that time by number 17, Jason Nelson from Yelm. That'll pick him up about a yard, maybe. Second down and 9. It was Christian Blue running it.
Second down for the Cougars.
Guess they had to give Alex a breather.
Well, we probably do a little bit every once in a while.
4 minutes, Kitty. Oh, they are taking it down. Oh, ball gets loose for a minute.
Oh, that might have worked for him. What a nice delay.
I think it
Ow.
did. And luckily.
Oh, there's got to be some flags now. That was not smart out there.
And luckily, Elijah kept it. And let's see here. It does look like both. Yeah.
Well, I watched the original altercation, the
1, 2, 3 flags.
Yep.
2 flags. Let's see which way it's going to go.
Yelm basically had tackled the receiver. Yelm seems to think it's against CK, which would surprise me.
But they just pointed towards Yelm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was the retaliation that they called on him.
That's usually the way it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, personal foul against the Yelm Tornadoes, and that will give the Cougars a first down and move them much deeper into tornado territory with 3:44 left to go here in regulation. I guess I have to say that.
Yeah,
after last week.
Don't do that to us, Doc. That was an interesting. You saw some senior leadership for Yelm. Once the altercation started, boy, he pulled them off as quickly as he could, but there were too many guys in striped shirts who saw it happen.
First down for the Cougs. And the handoff. Coming around this near side, Christian Blue maybe is going to lose a yard on that one.
Ref along's just going, how come I didn't get the ball? I wanted the ball, man.
Well, Yelm figured it out, though. Yeah, he lost a yard or so on that, yard and a half. 3 minutes so to go right now. The clock is CK's friend.
It is, but we have watched how quickly the Tornadoes can score, especially with their air game. So CK knows that they not only have to milk clock, they need to get some points out of this.
That sure would be nice. For the Cougar fans.
Correct.
Handoff. And Alex Ruffalong not going much anywhere on that one.
Believe we have a timeout by Yelm using their first one.
2:29 left to go in the fourth. And maybe a loss of half a yard on that, but Yelm using their timeouts now.
We are at the 26-yard line. That is a heck of a field goal, so I'm not expecting that one immediately. That would be placed back at about the 33. That would be a 43-yard field goal.
I was going to say around 43. That would be a bit of a field goal, but they've got, well, third down and 12. They've got one more down at least here to make some yards.
And you know that they're trying to use clock, but certainly I don't think that's the only answer. You want to try to get that first down again. I don't think they'll be afraid to go into the air.
It appears that the Squim Wolves have beaten the number 9 team in the state of Washington. Is that a final, George? No, thanks to George Edgar.
That's amazing.
I know, the Wolves over the Vikings. Oh, boy.
Here they are trying to go to the air.
And
he's got to get rid of it. No, he's got to run.
He was trapped.
And then he's...
And it's intercepted. Oh, boy, in the end zone. And, man, that is going to be...
That is some new life for the Tornadoes.
Oh, it sure is. With 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go here and a 2-point lead for the Cougars. That's probably the last thing they needed, a turnover, even though it was in the end zone.
I was actually impressed. I thought he had an opportunity to run a little ways, but he had a man open, just underthrew that. But that's tough to do when you're rolling out to the left and you're being chased by some big Yelm Tornadoes.
And you're a right-hand passer. Uh-oh.
That helps.
Although
it does.
Kyle
it stops
Robinson.
the clock.
Yep, incomplete pass. Second down and 10 on the incomplete. Ball is at the Yelm 20-yard line.
Now, the one good thing about this is there wasn't a kickoff, and we didn't have to watch Gifford running back as far as he has all night. But they have so many weapons, and CK's defense trying to step up right now.
Robinson straight drop back. And it behind his intended receiver on that one. That was intended for Austin Oso.
Also open, going a little bit farther across the middle of Robinson. If you could see it from anywhere, he was just kicking himself. He knew that was not a good pass.
Third down and 10, but there's still 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. That's a lot of time. Robinson puts the man in motion. And, oh, I thought it was a keeper.
Oh, he thought he had it. He thought he had it.
Had an open receiver. It was intended for Silas Franklin out there. But the ball was low into the ground, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Alexander Mirador had a hand on that for Central Kitsap. Yeah, he came across and anticipated.
And they're going for it. 4th down.
These can be the deadly ones where you only need 10 and you get way more.
And Robinson completes the pass for a 1st down. And that one's Austin Oso. Now the Tornadoes have 2 timeouts left, Kitty.
You're watching the poise of a senior quarterback with a lot of senior receivers.
Kyle Robinson out there for Yelm. 1st down.
And that almost could have been a back.
I know.
It wasn't. They did not consider it a lateral because otherwise he could have done what he did.
Yeah, very close. Pick it up and run. But CK, of course, could have picked it up and run too.
That is correct.
That had been a lateral. Incomplete pass, though, is the call. It was close, though.
It was, yeah.
Okay, we got 1 minute 49 to go. 2nd down and 10 for the Tornadoes, still in their own territory. Robinson to the air, completes it.
Not a 1st down, though.
Nope, and that was pretty good defense by the Cougars there.
CK no longer, they've had success with that blitz, but boy, that leaves your secondary wide open.
3rd down.
Number 11.
3rd down, about a yard to go for the 1st for Yelm. And it's a handoff.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, yeah, number 48 for the Cougs, Colton Van Dyke. Hoo-hoo.
211-pound, 6-foot linebacker.
Man, that was a huge play for CK. Timeout for Yelm. They've still got 1:12 on the board. And once again, that 4th down, they last time succeeded.
I thought that was actually a pretty brilliant call going with the run up the middle. He'd had a lot of success, and it was just a great defense. So number 11 has been fighting some sort of cramp. He laid down there for a second.
Yeah, the training staff came out and stretched out that leg a little bit.
Pretty good use of this final. Well, they still have one more timeout.
He doesn't want to get out of the game.
You know he doesn't. That's Oso.
And Oso is a senior. 4th down now, and about 5-6 yards for the Tornado to make another 1st.
Here comes the blitz.
Oh,
they had him once.
They had him once at least, and a long downfield pass. No flags on interference, and that might do it, Kitty.
That might do it. Wow.
I don't want to make a...
No, we're not going to make total predictions yet.
But it appears I don't see any flags, and Central Kitsap has stopped the Yelm Tornadoes at Yelm's 40-yard line. They will take over with 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go.
This is called the judicious use of that blitz, and they had success with it. They got him out of the pocket, and still a pretty good pass down there, but 2 defenders right on top of him.
So, it looks like they're already going for that victory formation.
There is 1 timeout left.
And I'm sure they will use it. And there's the knee down for CK. And have we seen timeout yet from Yelm? No, I guess not. Clock is running.
Well, maybe they've done the math just like Central Kitsap had, that this might, even with the timeout, they weren't going to be able to get that ball back.
second down, even though it says first.
It says second there.
Sidelines. And it should be third, I believe.
There are 24 seconds left. They don't have to run another play.
That will do it here at Silverdale Stadium. The clock is running down, and that is quite the high school football game, Kitty.
Doc, 2 in a row. Last week it was the our first overtime that ended up with a North Mason 20-14 victory over Klahowya.
And tonight the Central Kitsap Cougars hold on for a 30-28 win over the Yelm Tornado.
Boy,
Wow.
the Tornado in it to the end.
I guess.
What an effort by both sides. I think 11 kind of personifies it, where he was hurting. No way was he coming out. All these guys just playing to win, playing for their team.
Yeah, we're certainly hoping that Ethan Dodson from CK is going to be okay. It was great to see him smiling and waving to the crowd on the way out. But pretty good high school game tonight.
Yeah, pretty good is one way of putting it.
Central Kitsap Cougars remain undefeated.
We do say, we talk about Alex Refalong so much, but McGee doing a really good job of managing the game. And those openings come because they're willing to try a couple different plays. And the defense holding when they had to.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially when they had to. The CKD was there. Well, we're West Sound TV. We want to thank the kitsapsun.com/GOTW Game of the Week for streaming it live. Certainly want to thank Casey Pregardner for doing the camera and the computer tonight. And thank you, Kitty, our producer, and other talents. Other than the non-talent of me, this would be talent of Kitty Campagna on that other microphone. And I am the doctor, Doc Parr for West Sound TV, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon. Yep. Did you have anything else?
No. You were good. We've gone plenty long.
I was thinking that.
Yep. 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least you